A man should be the protector of the household. The man should definitely be the protector. There's a lot of women out here who don't have a man in their household and they have to be the protector of their household. Everybody knows that men are stronger than women physically. There should be a man holding down the household.
In your eyes I see, for in your eyes I see what I was born to be.
A lot of times, ladies talk about the man ain't no good. He's sorry. He a bum. He's not being a man. He's not holding it down as a man should. If you really a man, then why am I struggling? These are things that ladies say. Why are we doing so bad? Why is life so harsh for us and I got a whole man? This is part of the reason why there's so many single women out here because they feel like they don't need a man. At first, most men might not agree with what I'm saying, but if you are a guy that has daughters and you want your daughter to come up strong and you want your daughter to be successful and victorious with the pressures of life, then you would understand this message. A man is a bonus. Now, ladies, when you meet a man should be a bonus. A man should not be someone that you lean on, that you need, that you can't survive without. When you meet a man, you should have all of your credentials already in order. First of all, when you met the man, you got your own car, you got your own job, you got your own house or apartment, place to live. You got money saved up. You could buy your own clothes. You can treat yourself to the finest restaurants. You can do all the things like go on vacations on your own. You don't need a man. A man is a bonus. You know what a man can provide for you that you don't have for yourself? Is companionship. A man can give you companionship, someone to cuddle up with and watch movies, someone to talk to about your rough day at work, someone to coexist with children that you have. A child needs a mother and a father. That's that man's role, to be that father in the child's life. A man is someone who can lighten your load, make things easier for you, even though you might not necessarily need it, because you could handle it all on your own. A man is a bonus. A bonus. If you stray away from that, then you could find yourself in another type of situation where you probably lost your way. You was probably building yourself up to be this strong, confident, independent woman, and then you met the right man who's playing his part as a man should, and he's doing all the right things to lighten your load and make your load easier to carry. The problem is you stop building yourself up. You start being dependent on the things that the man was doing. And all of a sudden, you don't see a man as a bonus anymore. You see a man as someone that's needed. It's the same way with a man who gets a woman. For some people, it's hard to take in. But the only thing a man should need a woman for is to lighten his load. He shouldn't need a woman for financial gain. He shouldn't need a woman for purposes that he could fulfill on his own. A woman is a bonus. It's kind of funny to say that as a man because I know that a man needs that woman the same way a woman needs a man. Not only for companionship, but for love. Love. Man plus woman equals child. There's no way you can have children without a man and a woman, a male and a female. So it's deeper than just that, but there's no way you can say you don't need a man if you want to have children. We got to make sure that we build ourselves up to a point where we could sustain on our own. If you're a man, you should have enough money in the bank right now that if you have to leave your home for any reason, you have enough money to go ahead and get another home right away and bounce right back on your feet. If you're a woman, you should be able to do this exact same thing. If your man is not being the way that you desire him to be and the way that he should be, and you decide in your mind that you don't want to do this anymore, you should have your credentials in order where you don't miss a beat. You can just go into your bank account, get the money out, get you another place to live. I know it's not as easy as it sounds, but it's a fact where you could bounce back within the next day or two. We got to build ourselves up, people. Men and women. We all got to be a certain type of way. Men, stop dating women that you don't approve of. If you don't think that she's on a level to be dating you, then why did you date her? Stop wasting people's time. Stop dating women just for sex. And then when an attachment start growing, you want to dip away. Women, stop dating men because you seek financial gain. Have your own. Understand that a man is a bonus. Men, it's your job to be that bonus. If women are understanding that a man is a bonus, I need you to understand that it's your job to be that bonus. Just like at the end of the day, you could survive without her, the same way she could survive without you. But when y'all come together, you're a power couple. You're unstoppable. You can conquer the world. It's easier said than done. But this is how we gotta be out here. Before I met my wife, I could wash my own clothes. I could cook my own food. But a woman helps to lighten that load. A woman allows the man to come home from work and not have to worry about certain things. He can just wash up, get ready for dinner, and get ready for bed because the woman play her role. It's the same thing, vice versa, with a woman. When you look at a man, he should be a bonus. When I was coming up and I was young, I wasn't stable. And there were times where I would get kicked out. I would be with a woman, I would go through a situation, and I would get kicked out. And every single time that I got kicked out, it was at a time of my life where I was down. I wasn't up. I promise you, I never got kicked out when I had thousands of dollars in the bank. I always got kicked out when I had little to nothing. These are moments where I had to start all over and struggle and start from the bottom every single time it happened. It's like you have to start from the bottom. This is a way I do not want my daughter to be. And as men, You should tell your daughter the same thing, to build herself up to where a man is just a bonus. Because I decided that I would always have my own and never let these things happen to me again, where I'm down on my luck and I can't provide for myself and I'm struggling because someone told me to get out. This is the mentality that we have to have. If you're the type of woman that's just dependent on your man to provide, who's he going to be able to turn to if he shall fall down, if he shall get weak, if he can't work because of an illness? Who's going to be his crutch if all you're doing is depending on him? He's going to need you to step up at that moment. God forbid something should happen. He's going to need you to step up and be his crutches. Oh yeah. And if you're not able to do that, then he's going to try to find a way without exhausting all of his income, because his mate can't help out. So he has to exhaust every coin that he's ever earned and saved. Once that's done, he's going to be thinking about getting rid of you because you wasn't able to help him when he was down. And ladies, if this man keep coming up short and coming up short and coming up short, why do you continue to stay with him? Why do you continue to stay with the man that can't pull his own weight? 1 + 1 = 2. You're providing your one, he has to provide his one to equal 2. If you keep on providing his weight, pulling his weight, then what does that leave you? You're handling everything. There's a lot of women out there that's handling everything, while the man is just coming up short. Man, we got to get ourselves together, man. This is where our relationships are going wrong. This is why there's no men in a lot of single black female households. For things of this nature, the man thinks the woman's not good enough, and the woman thinks the man is not good enough. We both got to work on being good enough and understand the value in each other and make it work. Nobody's perfect. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to communicate with your significant other without all the yelling and the screaming. Communicate and understand the situation. Let it resolve itself through communication. But if the communication is not there, the only thing that's going to be there is chaos, misunderstandings, anger, negativity. We got to build ourselves up to be better, as if we were alone, before we can decide to be with someone else. What can we bring to the table? We have to ask ourselves that. If you're a poor man, how do you expect to be with that rich woman? If you're a poor woman, what makes you think that that rich man is going to want to be with you? Understand your value. Bring something to the table and keep bringing it to the table. Don't slack up. Because as soon as your job hires you and they see that you're doing a great job, they value that. The moment you start slacking up, they start looking for someone to replace you. Peace.